Salam. This is video 5 of Leo full moon. Okay, anyway, so we can't just accept one who, you can't elect somebody in the office who just, for contemporary purposes, say, oh, we care about this, we care about Fukushima, we care about the collapse, we care about all that. Okay, but inside of the mouth, in the back of their mind, they really for Israel. They try to get in there and continue the status quo, terrorists and false flags and all this kind of stuff to create divide and all this kind of stuff. No, we can't do that. And then promoting Islamophobia and all this kind of stuff. It's like Muslims are over some billion people on earth. Okay? So we're trying to cause global war, World War III, spiritual war. Okay, no, don't. It can't be overnight. You know what I'm saying? Because they can lie. They lie, right? Excuse me. Okay, so anyway, so we said, okay, the terrorists failed to recognize that, and they try to destroy our natural environment, right, and maintain a temporary environment and neuter seeds and all that. We talked about that, right? Okay, so in reality, it is the presence of this natural world. We said that, okay, and it debunks the theory of relativity, and not relativity, but the theory of evolution, right? Okay, and it describes the chaos of Cancer, right? So, and let's look at the seeds. They're neutering the seeds, right? So if they neuter the seeds, take over where the seeds don't even reproduce, and it's genetically altered, right? So then that means they're not going to be able to feed the body, right? If the body doesn't eat, the body's going to eat itself, just like cancer, right? So it's still, game. It's psychological warfare, spiritual warfare. Okay. Now we said cancer ascribes to only cancer ascribes to the energy of chaos, right? And it's compiled of radical negative energy, right? Which is, well, I won't even say negative. It's beyond negative. It's worse than negatives, because neutral energy and then negative energy. Okay, female will be considered like neutral energy. Negative energy is absent of neutrality. Okay, it would be like the proton, and then the neutron. That would be the male and the female. And then the electron would be like that negative energy, right? And it's on the outside because it's being repelled by what? The positive energy. And the neutron is is attached to the proton through its one photon, or its quark photon. It's one quark. I'm going to say photonic quark, but it's a quark, okay, inside of it. So it's attached to the male, which would be the photon, or the proton, okay. So, and they both together are pushing that electron away. But it's still electromagnetic energy, because you got to have the negative energy there, the presence of the negative energy. It's just that some spirits operate through that negative energy, and then they get through the neutral energy, the female, and then usurp the energy of the male. Okay, and you got to watch for that too. But anyway, so Cancer ascribes to negative energy, right? The radical negative energy, which is naturally unwelcome in a healthy system which supports life, right? Okay. So we done that. Okay. Now, hopefully I can get done real soon, because I'm looking forward to it. Okay. Anyway, so we got oh boy. Okay. Okay. He was used to. Okay. So let me make sure. Okay. Now. Okay, so this is what they do, the terrors. They manipulate the commercial. They use the natural world, like the seeds, to neuter them, right? To deviate the rivers, cut down the mountains. The animals overly domesticate them. Not even domesticate. The animals are beyond not even domesticated. They're warehoused, right? The animals on filthy farms, right? Filth farms. Feed them, make them cannibals, whereby they eat their own, the bones of their own are ground down, right, and then fed back to them, where they got the mad cow disease, right, and all this stuff, right? So because cows are not supposed to eat flesh, they're supposed to eat the what? The not the agriculture. Yes, they're supposed to eat the grass, the hay. There's another name for it, but I can't think of it right now. But anyway, they're supposed to eat the grass, right? Alfalfa, not flesh, and that's what makes us unable to eat them, right? Because as a believers, you don't eat the things that eat flesh. You don't eat flesh-eating animals. You only eat things that eat, like alfalfa and grass and things like that. Anyway, so they manipulate these things, okay? The terrorists do, and to sustain their temporary commercial world, right? The wealth and power of their commercial world and control over humanity, right? These cancerous tear cells, right? To maintain their temporary secular narcissistic culture of self-indulgence for us, so that we're distracted too, and stay below the belt, intercoursing below the belt, right? Okay. Now, the theory of chaos is their theory of evolution, right? It's a theory of chaos. So the theory of chaos defies physically the theory of chaos defies physically spiritual laws that maintain the healthy nature of humanity. Such natural laws, okay, those are physical laws, though you may not see them because they have a mathematical formula that apply to sustain life, okay? The balance of nature, to keep nature balanced, okay? There's a ratio to things, how things should be, like H2O, okay? Hydrogen molecule, 2 oxygen molecules keep the balance of water, right? Okay, so then we introduce what? Another hydrogen, then we introduce it, it gets that out of balance, right? So there has to be a law. There's a mathematical formula to maintaining life, the systems of life, right? And these systems are manipulated to create a sustainable system for the terrorists. Create that manipulate life so that they can maintain life for their commercial world, to keep control of humanity, right? And keep themselves in power, right? Now, so their theory of chaos, of evolution, defies physically spiritual laws that maintain the healthy nature of humanity. Such natural laws were constructed not to destroy life or the world. The world is like our Merkaba, right? We talked about once before what a Merkaba is. A Merkaba is like, we talked about, it's like an aura, okay, around the body of light, right? And within that aura, the body exists, right? But it's energy that vibrates from the body, right? Okay, we won't go how it vibrates, where it comes from. We're going to talk about the Merkaba, right? But the earth has a Merkaba around it too, right? The earth, the world is like inside the Merkaba. There's a grid around it, electrical grid around the earth, right? And within that, our world exists, right? So to destroy the systems, okay, is to destroy our world inside of our little Merkaba, right? In which we exist, right? Okay. Okay. So and now so now, when this meteorite is supposed to happen in September, they're speculating it will knock out the grid, and then the earth will be in darkness, right? Due to their what? They're manipulating the ecosystem, right? And messing with the environment, okay? And changing the environment within the our biosphere, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. In our what do we call it? Ecosystem. Okay? Just constantly manipulating it Okay, so they're messing with our our world. Okay, our own little Merkaba within this celestial sphere. Okay, and as I said, in which we exist. Such laws were meaning spiritual laws. Such laws were magnificently constructed that life should be able to continue and procreate, just like we talked about those seeds procreating, right? We know seeds don't procreate, but like people do and other life forms do. But the point is, they divide. The cells divide, right? So that is a form of procreation by continuing for life to continue to exist in the life. It has to recycle itself, right? Okay, so that's why these laws must be maintained. Okay, so that life can continue to procreate and the cells divide, right? Okay, now, so we said, so it should be able to continue to and procreate, and procreation would continue to take place through divine intercourse above and below the belt, the celestial belt, right? So we have, the laws must be maintained, right? Spiritual laws must be maintained so that we can continue to procreation can continue above and as we said, intercourse, life can continue, and we can continue to as we continue to intercourse above and below the belt, right? Okay, or in divine intercourse. Okay. Now, so when humanity was to witness any aspect, so when humanity is to witness any aspect of the system out of order and threaten, he was to restore. Okay. Now, these laws are put in place, right? These systems are put in place. Okay. So that man would be, once understanding these systems, when they become out of place, he would be able to restore the balance within nature, using the wisdom and the understanding of how these systems are constructed. Okay, and they call it science. Science understanding the laws of nature, and the laws of nature relates to man did not create this structure. So evolution did not create this structure, this order, this intellectual order, right? So therefore, if man did not create this intellectual order, there's no such thing as evolution. Because if it was divinely created, we say divine because man didn't do it, okay? And there is order to it, because there's a system to it. And man understands these systems. They call it science, understanding. Then once he understands them, he can put it back in balance, like we want to talk about Fukushima, right? Okay. Not take it out of order, like neutering the seeds. Okay? Anyway, so we say the systems are, so once humanity witnesses any aspect of the system out of order, once understanding the laws of nature, spiritual laws, okay, he matures and understands these spiritual laws, okay, then he can put the system back in balance, okay, that which is out of balance back in balance, in harmony with all other universal systems. They have to be in harmony with it, not isolated manipulated to support a commercial system, okay, that's temporary. Okay, so now he was to restore or realign, as we went through the global alignment, which was signified by what? Pluto and Uranus. Okay, going through the global transformation to realign the system, to put the world, the solar system, our solar system, back in harmony. And then what? The great falling away, because what? The beast, the evil, the jail, the Satan was kicked out of what? Heaven, kicked out of the heavens, kicked out of heaven and sent to earth, right? And the falling away. That's part of the falling away, right? So, make sure that's right. Oh, okay, and that's part of the realignment. Now it's purified up there, right? It's pure, so when you plant your seeds, something good should prosper, because there's none negative up there to kind of block the prayers, or block the what they call it, interfere with the prayers, or interfere with the positive energy, or rob of the positive energy, right? Okay, or he can't be utilized, he can't be called upon by those tares, because the tares used to pray to him, the tares used to use him to get power from him to manipulate the world. And now, so that Uranus and Uranus using that celestial energy, okay, to remove this paradigm and those tares from the positions of authority. They can't call him the beast, and he's feeding off their energy. Like, remember, one entertainer said, I need your energy, because some of those people align themselves with the beast, right? So they don't get the good energy anymore. They can't get the energy from the divine spirit, right? So they need the beast, but the beast is no longer controlling heaven, because he has no power. Those on earth can't give him the power anymore. So he's falling down, right? What happens when a person loses power? They fall, right? Just like mankind fell from Jannah, right? And we all know what Jannah is. It's heaven, right? Paradise. So so as we said, the things have been aligned, okay? And now when the prayers go up, you plant the seeds, they're going to grow really rich and really fast, right? Because there's no blocking them with a failure to understand how the universe works, right? Now you're awake, and you're kicking those tears, moving those tears, see a new consciousness. And so that negative system has nothing to feed off, therefore it dies, it falls away, right? And you're not going to give it back your good energy through, even if they lie, and the terrorists come and say, oh, terrorists and Islamophobia, and they don't address Fukushima, and they don't address the dollar collapse, and they tell you the economy's okay, and we're going to be all right, and they don't talk about the global chaos. They just talk about, oh, it's global warming. We just focus on global warming. If we cut down the emissions, everything should be great. Well, global emissions, you know what? Global emissions is not the problem. The problem is, it's time for a change. The tariffs were the problem, okay? The tariffs were the problem, okay? And I'm not saying fossil fuels not a part of the problem, but the biggest problem is the spiritual problem, okay? That's the problem, the brutality, the global injustice, with the starvation of African children, the starvation of Africans, the genocide that goes on in Africa, the harm, the psychological, emotional, and genocide that takes place in Palestine for the last 50 some odd years, or 50 years since 1948, right? Or 1947, 1948, I think it is. Anyway, so all those years of negative energy of life being fed to the negative spirits out there, right? And they and then they feeding it that, and then they get power, right? Okay, and then that negative power, that negative spirit feeding the people. I mean the tares. And that's how they get their food, because they don't get life from the Creator, right? Okay, so anyway, okay, so it's as we said, it's now we're going to restore the alignment. He doesn't feed off the humanity. He's fallen. Those comets and that energy out there kicked him out of the celestial sphere, because when mankind fell to Earth, when Earthkind was lowered to this lower dimension, the evil spirit of Satan he came. We call him Iblis. Iblis fell to Earth too. Mankind just didn't see him, but he fell too. He was out there in that universe, and not universe, but the solar system. Okay, all about, and they were usurping. They were getting energy from him to harm man, right? To harm humanity. Now he's down. He's fallen. He's been kicked out. And now he's come here. He's come, and he's going to be looking for a home. That's why he's get Israel together. Oh, we got ISIS back there. ISIS representing what? Israeli Secret Intelligence Service, right? So we got that going on, right? They got that going on, right? So that now he wants a home. He wants a seat. He wants to continue to rule, and they want to continue to put him in power. The beast, the abomination, and most of y'all didn't see. We just had the Super Bowl, right? Did you see what's her name, Katy Perry, right in on the beast, singing the song, right? The attraction wasn't Missy Elliott. The attraction wasn't Lenny Kravitz. The attraction was, the intention was to introduce the beast. Right? And she riding the lion, and she fire, right? The rise of the fire, right? Riding the fire. And what did it say in the Bible? The harlot would be riding the beast. So she was representing the harlot. Now, she probably don't know it. I'm not trying to say she did. You know, she probably doesn't know it. You know, this is probably what she was just told to do. You know, ride the beast. She's supposed to be the harlot riding the beast. And introducing the beast at this Leo full moon, right? And everybody's all passionately riled up with the world. What was that? That was Super Bowl, right? Everybody's emotion is open, right? That's the same Super Bowl the other one said, "Give me your energy. I need your energy," right? So now she rides a boat singing, "I wanna hear me roar," right? Yeah. And you're going to hear me roar. What did he say? The lion in the Bible. What did it say? He would be going around trying to steal souls and devouring souls like a lion, right? Roaring lion. So the lion was roaring. And they got everybody cheering for it. Putting their passion to it. Empowering it. Okay? So expect that to play out further into 2:15. Expect that to play out. Unless you ask for forgiveness. Okay, seek forgiveness for that bit of deception, because they deceive you. They deceived you with that, introducing the beast, because that's what that was. The beast of Babylon, baby lion, is now an adult, right? And she's riding him. She's riding him, right? Singing a song of fire on top. That's what the little dress of fire was about. Fire, Aries, right? Yeah. Okay. Standing erect on the beast, right? Okay. Anyway, so you see, okay? You got to keep your eyes opened, okay? They play games on you. And like I said, Katy Perry, she probably didn't know. She's just, following along. She doesn't know. Allahu Alam. That's my perspective. But that was going on there. You got to watch them. Know the symbolism. Once you start to know the symbolism and all the stuff, even the 666, 666 just represents on the periodic table, it represents man. It represents the carbon atom, as Adam was named, the carbon atom, that black carbon, which everybody comes from, right? We said Africa. Everyone comes from the blackness, the atom. Everyone comes from Adam. Everyone comes from that carbon atom, that charcoal black atom. Okay, mama and daddy came from that charcoal black atom. A word that black on atom. Ready? Okay. Anyway, so it's nothing to be afraid of the 666. It's represents the black carbon atom, but that's what Satan does. I mean, Iblis did. He took lots of universal spiritual laws and things and to apply to build his commercial world, and then made you scared of it, so you don't use it yourself. You don't understand, and you run away from it. Like understanding the universe and how the sun goes through on the elliptical through the universe. Okay, tresses the universe and goes through all the constellations. And through each constellation, energy, the different planets are dominant in that area, and the energy affects the person. They don't want you to know that. They want you to be scared of it by saying it's satanic. 666 is not satanic. It represents the atom carbon. This is not satanic. It just represents the atom carbon. And okay for some people, and some people just do it naturally. But it's what it represents. So it's not to be scared. There's other things. the eye, the eye of Horus. They say it's satanic. It's not satanic, because if all things in the universe revolve around the Creator, Allah, the God of all things rotate around Him, then you can see that it would be like in the center, and then everything rotating around it would be like the outer part of the eye, and then the inner part of the eye would be like, you know, everybody. The inner part of the eye would be like the Creator, of which all life and everything revolves around, cannot exist without. You see what I'm saying? Because all life revolves around the Creator, because it all comes from Him. So all those things He took, those symbols, you know, and there are more, but we won't go there. Okay? But you got to understand them. Anyway, so what video is this? 4? I don't remember. Anyway, I'm going to say 5. We're going to 5. So, Assalamu alaikum. I think we're going to 5. Let's go to 5.